During an interview, when Daisuke Sato, the author of High School of the Dead, was asked about continuation of High School of the Dead series, he then simply replied, "It is not easy to draw a continuation for High School of the Dead." And then in 2012, the series went on a pause or a hiatus. According to various Reddit sources, which has a slight possibility to be a fanfiction, during the making of High School of the Dead, the producer's thoughts were to make Takashi end up with Saeko. As for Saeko's feelings mentioned in the story, without Takashi, Saeko will have no other reason to live, as he is the only person that keeps her alive. If he were to die, then Saeko would most likely commit Jigai. As for the other girls, there were no hints for their development or the endgame story, but looking upon some more fanfiction stuff, they believe that High School of the Dead would end with the death of Rei. Others believe that no one will die, and somehow they will either create or find a population and live happily after. Another one of them is that all of the group members, including Rei, Shizuka, Takagi, and Kota, will die, and the only survivors in Takashi's group will be Takashi, Saeko, and Alice. Some people also say that if harem was not Daisuke Sato's wish to put it in the series, so most probably Takashi ends up with Saeko, Kota ends up with Takagi, and Shizuka will reunite with her friend, Rika Minami. As for all these theories, every one of them is a fan's imagination. The story will never be completed because once in an interview, Tri-HX editor Kawana Kajima said that, realistically speaking, there is nobody in the world who could inherit Daisuke Sato's vision and continue the story he would have wanted to tell. They would need somebody who both knew Daisuke Sato's plan for the rest of the series and had the storytelling abilities to execute them properly. Kawana Kajima also said that it's common in overseas for comics and novels to be created by multiple collaborators, followed by an example, the person who first wrote the Perry Rhodan novels has passed away, but the next generation of authors are continuing it. But for High School of the Dead, Daisuke Sato was the one and only. So I'd like overseas fans to understand that nobody else could write it easily.